was just upset because my sister wanted to leave. That's all. Really get to know a person for you want to tie a knot or commit to anybody, because you never know what somebody capable of, and it could be anybody. Like, this can happen to anybody, not just one person, so you just got to be aware.
At 48, William Almond wasn't a man. He was a burden wrapped in flesh. Overweight, sickly, and in and out of hospitals like they were revolving doors. He spent his life driving away the very people who once loved him. Children, exes, old flames, they all scattered, tired of his disrespectful, manic outbursts and his hot temper that burned longer than his usefulness. Nobody had the time or energy to cater to a grumpy, evil-hearted man with inflated expectations and nothing to give back. Yet somehow, life played its cruel joke. All of William's flaws, all of his poison, would eventually land in the lap of one woman. Sadly, that woman was Tomiko Pullins. Welcome to the American Crime Femicide channel. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for future uploads. Pullins was a funny, hardworking, and shy young woman who grew up with a humble childhood. One of several children, she came from a family that stretched every dollar and every ounce of energy to provide for their kids. Tomiko learned early on how to navigate struggle, how to keep moving forward, and how to carry herself with quiet strength. At 22, she was working at a hospital, young and curious about the world, still new to dating, still searching for something more, something that felt like change, maybe even love. That's when William showed up. Almond was nearly 2 decades older, sliding toward 40 with a body already betraying him. He had heart issues, kidney trouble, and a hospital wristband for every month of the year. But when he looked at Tomiko, he saw possibility. And when she looked back, she saw attention, someone who seemed to want her, someone who claimed to love her, someone who offered the kind of stability she thought she needed. To her, the age gap wasn't a deal breaker. To him, she was proof he could still get a young woman to sit by his hospital bed and laugh at his tired jokes. By 2020, the two made it official and got married. It surprised everyone, her family, their friends, because the relationship was already rocky. The age difference was glaring, their arguments frequent, and their lifestyles not always aligned. But people celebrated anyway. Families love to toast a wedding, even when the bride is walking into a minefield. Life together was, at least on the surface, functional. Pullins picked up a security job while also helping William with his car washing business. They also rented out rooms in their home for money. They gambled. They posted selfies on Facebook, holding wads of cash, smiling like money solved everything. To the outside world, it looked like they were winning. Behind the scenes, though, the foundation was already cracking. In 2022, Almond got shot, the bullet tearing into his bladder. And it was right there in the hospital again. Tomiko, faithful as ever, standing by him. But this time she noticed something different. All the weight he had lost wasn't just physical. His patience, his self-control, his decency had shed right along with it. Add in the drugs he was using, and William became a volatile cocktail, 1 minute professing love, the next threatening to kill her. By October 2024, Almond was back in the hospital for kidney failure. Instead of focusing on survival, he went on Facebook rants, videos aimed at his family. He spewed venom from his hospital bed, threatening and blaming, turning his social media into a public diary of hate. The rage was relentless.
You know, I had posted on Facebook that I needed some help, you know what I mean? Everybody was like, yeah, they gonna fuck with me. But shit, now I'm in the hospital now. Emergency kidney shit, you know what I mean? Fuck y'all. Y'all some real friends, you know what I mean? If I had it, I'd get in. You know, if I had to roll myself to your motherfucker house in a wheelchair, if I lose my kidney, I'm gonna roll myself to your house, knock on your door, and I'm gonna shoot you goddamn in your fucking face, pussies. Yeah, for real, man. I don't give a fuck. You know, this is a public announcement, right? To the 3 people I just tagged in this post. You know what I mean? All that fuck shit y'all shooting at me and shit like I'm a hoe or something. Jackie, Chris, Olivia. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Why? Y'all can catch me just like everybody else can. I ain't asked you for nothing. You know what I'm saying? None of that. I just reached out to you and everything, little girl. You know what I mean? But for the most talking that crazy like your brother called me a pussy and shit. Come on, man. Y'all ain't gonna get in my face and say that shit, boy. Y'all ain't gonna get in my face. I don't give a fuck how y'all take it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. I'm trying to get over how you just talked to me through a message, though. That's how you and your brother be doing. Now, I mean, I ain't never did nothing now on y'all. I always been there for you and my nephew. Now, I mean, I don't know, Nick, boy, look here, check this out, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't throw no rock at me, man. Come pull up on me. Why the fuck you think they call me Wild Bill? I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck I done did to you or your brother for y'all to even come at me sideways with this mouth like y'all just showing up ready to go sit behind them bars, man. Now, I mean, for real though. For real, you and your brother so disrespectful. My little niece, she just messaged me, called me a bitch, right? Damn. When I become a bitch, man. This shit right here getting crazy, boy. Y'all way out there in Gwinnett County and Grayson and shit, shooting all them old nasty ass words and shit, man. Don't do that, man. Cause I ain't trying to fuck with that one of y'all up, bro. I was just checking on y'all. You know, when got down before your daddy died, you know what I'm saying, you was coming up to my apartment on the regular, you know what I'm saying, sitting there in the living room crying and shit to a nigga, you know what I'm saying. Shit, I wasn't no bitch then, you know what I mean. When I had something to give you, little funky ass, I was Uncle Bill. That's just like your brother. You know what I mean? I'm talking about, it's the same thing. I call and check on your brother. He cussed me out and accused me of some bullshit. Call and check on you. You come at me the same way. You know what I mean? First of all, when your daddy was whooping me, your mama ass, boy, it wasn't just your mama. I'm just gonna end it like that right here, man. I'm in St. Joseph Hospital. Now, I mean, if I did something wrong to you, your brother, your mama, I mean, y'all can pull up, man. I'll take the IV out my arm and come on out to the parking lot and give y'all what y'all want. Cause I'll never be a bitch, man. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? I'm talking about, what the fuck make somebody, just because you had a baby and just because you get some dick, now don't mean you can talk to a grown ass man any kind of way. All you gotta do is just send me their goddamn address. I'm gonna pull up and beat y'all the fuck up. I swear to God. Niece, nephew, I don't give a fuck. Nigga, I will beat your fucking ass, man. How the fuck did I become the bad guy after your daddy died and you and your brother talk to a nigga any kind of way? Man, come on home. Come on, boy, I'm stupid for real, boy. And I'm gonna show y'all, boy. I'm gonna show y'all. Fuck all that shit. Talking about fuck the almonds. Okay, fuck the Aguileros then. Y'all pop that shit. Y'all disrespect me. Don't beg for yourself when a nigga pop up in your face. Cause I have no understanding no more. Y'all took this shit to another level. Jackie, you need to talk to your children, boy. I don't care nothing about it. This is my last one. Let me tell you something, little girl. Boy, I've been a grown man. But I will fuck you, your brother, and your boyfriend the fuck up, man. Just give me the address, man. I swear to God, I'm gonna show y'all some pussies. I swear to God. On that thing around God's head, boy. I'm talking about, I don't give a fuck, boy. Boy, you gonna sit there and talk to me any kind of way? Boy, I don't care no more. Boy, it's gonna be your last time ever disrespecting somebody. You and your fat ass brother, boy. And calling me and my family out that name. Come on, man. Slaughter gang shit, bitch. I'ma fuck one of y'all. Boy, swear to God, I ain't gonna do no more talking. When I see you, it's on sight.
Tomiko tried to hang on, but the breaking point came in January 2025. William pointed a gun at her head because she didn't laugh at his joke. That was it. She packed up, left him, and moved in with her sister. She also called the cops because that's what victims are told to do. But instead of protection, she got bureaucracy and indifference. William showed up unannounced, broke in, made more threats. And every time she called for help, she got nothing. Meanwhile, Almond's Facebook turned into the ramblings of a bitter, scorned man unraveling in real time. On May 4th, 2025, he wrote, "Everybody that got in your ear and told you to cheat on me, all they gave you was bullshit advice. Look at them now. Even the dudes that slid in your DMs and smashed you don't want to help you when it gets like this. Shawty, them folks never loved you, never cared about you or Tiana the way I did. Pullins, you're the reason I even got up out that hospital bed, the reason I left the apartment after surgery. I swear, fuck everybody that turned you against me. The world gonna crash before I disappear. I'm dying anyway. Fuck cancer. I'm walking dead and still ain't gonna get no treatment, no infusion, nothing. Remember that. This wasn't heartbreak. This was obsession dressed up as devotion. A grown man with failing organs threatening to take down the world because a 29-year-old woman decided she deserved better. On May 19th, he tried guilt again. Pullins, I need my rider back. I want my person back. I'll never give up on you or your family. Never." Then, as if auditioning for sainthood, he added, "Father God, forgive me for the pain I caused the women in my life. I never meant to hurt nobody. I just lost control." Lost control? That's the understatement of the year. He wasn't losing control. He was weaponizing it. By May 21st, the script shifted. Single as fuck. Who want a real man? Yeah, I'm a little damaged, but I can be fixed. One woman's trash is another woman's treasure. The comedy here is bleak. He's parading himself as a little damaged, like he's a discounted item at a thrift store, except the damage in question included pointing guns at women and threatening to kill them. Sir, you weren't trash turned treasure. You were hazardous waste. By May 28th, he dropped the mask entirely. I'll do the rest of my life in prison before I let y'all keep disrespecting me. It's posted now. Test me if you want to. Go ahead and test the fuck out of me. Followed by, believe that. They don't want shit but head and pussy, stupid hoe. It's worth noting, Pullins wasn't posting publicly. She wasn't clapping back. She wasn't fueling this nonsense. She was trying to live. Meanwhile, William was foaming at the mouth, broadcasting his descent into violent obsession, and still nobody intervened. By June 12th, the threats were no longer veiled. Look, I don't give no fucks no more. Bitch, your pussy ass nigga got other people trying to fight for him. Bitch, you don't have nothing but some crackhead. I'm looking dead at his cousin that wants to fight for him. I can attack anytime. I'm falling deeper and deeper in this depression, and it's all on your head. This was premeditation, typed in plain English, timestamped, archived on Facebook servers. Any investigator, any officer, any so-called protector could have seen it. But no one acted. On June 13th, he followed through. He made one final post, then went to Tomiko's apartment. When she refused to let him in, he broke through the window and opened fire, killing both Pullins and her 7-year-old niece, Dior Scott.
Good afternoon. My name is Officer Elise Wells, Public Information Officer for the DeKalb County Police Department. This afternoon, at approximately 2:49 p.m., DKPD was notified of 2 persons shot at the 2500 block of Columbia Drive. Once officers arrived on scene, they located 2 victims suffering from gunshot wounds. Officers attempted life-saving measures but were unsuccessful. Both victims succumbed to their injuries on scene. Both victims are female, 1 adult, and 1 child younger than 10. There were other people present inside the location, but are uninjured. We believe this to be a domestic incident, not a random act, but cannot confirm the relationship between the victims at this time. More information will be upcoming, and we'll provide details as soon as possible.
This happened inside an apartment?
Yes.
Describe this, the emotions out here. It's been a hard day.
Absolutely. This is something that is completely senseless. Not only do we have 2 lives tragically lost, but one of them a child who's just getting started.
Is the manhunt underway? I must have missed that.
Yes. The suspect is not currently in custody, but we're doing everything we can to get him into custody.
Can you said there were multiple in the home
That's
when the
correct.
shooting happened, so it's just these two.
That's correct.
Do you believe the child was a target, or do you believe that child was caught in this crossfire and was also victim? Do you believe these two were targeted?
That's unconfirmed at this time.
William was arrested later, now hiding behind an insanity plea and his chronic health problems. As if cancer absolves you of double murder, as if a failing heart excuses the choice to pull a trigger. The family has been left with unbearable grief. Tomikia's father said what the rest of the world can see. DeKalb County failed his daughter.
Hurt, upset, angry.
Tomiko Pullins is still processing that his 29-year-old daughter was murdered.
I cried. I didn't know what to do.
Tomiko Pullins was shot and killed last Friday at this apartment on Columbia Drive in DeKalb County. Police say her estranged husband, William Arnold, pulled the trigger, hitting Tomiko and a 7-year-old little girl.
All she wanted to do was leave this man.
Pullins says these police reports filed by his daughter show that. The first one dating back to New Year's Day this year. In it, police described Arnold getting upset when his estranged wife did not laugh at his jokes, striking her with the gun and cutting her forehead. Another report months later in April detailing an incident when Arnold allegedly pushed open a bedroom window and stuck his head inside.
On June the 6th, he came to the house again, got in the house, and had a gun to her head.
This is very unfortunate.
Chantel Wright is with the Atlanta Victim Assistance and Incorporated. She encourages anyone dealing with domestic violence to create a safety plan.
Making sure that when you park your car in the evenings, that it's full of gas. Moving from one apartment to the other, sometimes it's moving out of state.
Pullins says his daughter explored some of those very options, but he tells us in the end, she thought calling 911 would protect her.
But just as soon as the police held 2 bodies down, they rushing. 15 to 20 police cars, helicopters, K9s. Where was all of this before? They did not do enough to save my daughter.
Her mother, Nakita Bruce, had to bury both her daughter and her granddaughter in the same month. She shared that authorities were supposedly in the midst of serving him papers but couldn't find his whereabouts. Translation, they didn't look hard enough. Nakita told it plain. He done told us plenty of times if my child don't come back to him, he would pop every kid in here. He don't care who it is. He will kill everyone in this house. And he did exactly what he promised. To make the pain sharper, Tomikia's 30th birthday was July 3rd. Instead of a celebration, her family lit candles by her grave. Dior should be preparing for school this fall. Instead, her name is another hashtag in a growing list of children stolen by grown men with fragile egos and loaded guns. Pullins did everything right. She left. She tried to get help. She called the cops. She leaned on family. But none of it mattered. Because in America, women are told to just leave, while the men they leave are given all the time and space in the world to hunt them down. This wasn't love gone sour. This wasn't a tragic relationship. This was terrorism carried out by a man with a ring on his finger and a system on his side. Tomikia and Dior are dead not because they were careless, but because William Almond was allowed to be careless with life itself. May they rest in peace, and may the anger over their deaths burn hotter than any excuse the county can offer.